What's up, everybody? Welcome back to D-Train Games and the Hunter Call of the Wild. Today, you guys voted that you wanted to see me do a random Great One grind for 2 hours, which we're going to do it for an hour and a half because I was watching the Kentucky game earlier. But we're going to do an hour and a half of the Mule Deer grind, and then around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be opening up some multiplayer with you guys to hunt alongside some of my viewers. That'll happen from 5 until 7. Oh, you're fine, Zero. What's up, man? Yeah, we'll be live for another few hours. About 3 hours and 15 minutes. But if you got stuff to do today, that's totally understandable. I need to get my notebook, actually. I need to make sure I can count kills. But yeah, the Mule Deer grind was acting funny on the last time that we were doing it. So I figured that we would do that one today. Because it's very possible that our SRP Mule Deer grind could come to an end today. Which, if it does, I really don't know if I'm going to keep this as my main grind or go back to a ski ridge if I ever decide to do Mule Deer again. I'm really hoping that it's a rack I enjoy, though. Whatever great one comes our way, it's going to be very, very annoying to me if I end up with a corkscrew rack or the bull rack, as I call it. But beggars can't be choosers, I guess. There's just a nice diamond. Yeah, I forgot that we left that one here last time. Let's see. Our other shooter is back there. So, I think we're just going to go for the dime this time. Dime this time. Yeah, that's funny. Well, I went for the heart shot. Looks like I at least got a lung. Yeah, we got a lung there, so we're still good. I just gotta figure out which way he ran. Oh, that's awesome, Zira. Yeah, I used to be a big fan of Skillet. Over the years, I kind of went away from them, but I used to listen to a few of their songs. I always liked the song Monster, and I liked the song Hero. There's a few other ones. It's a good diamond to start the day out with. 338, man, that's a beast. That is a beast of a diamond. I think we're gonna go ahead and skip taxing that one though. I've got all kinds of diamond muleys that look like that. Thanks, Zero. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, that was a good one. 338. Yeah, he was a good scorer. I've got plenty of those, though, so that's the reason why I didn't tax him. Is that a big level 4? I doubt he's going to make dime, but we'll shoot him with the 308 just in case. Should be right in there. Yeah, I didn't know if I'd get to stream today. Whenever I woke up today, my stomach was absolutely tearing me to pieces. And yeah, it was, I had a rough start to the day today, but luckily it doesn't look like that I had to worry about it. Nope, it was a gold. Didn't think that'd make dime. That one does make dime for very, very rarely, though. I have seen a diamond scoring in a rack like that. Let's see you out there. I don't know if I can double tap this or not, but we'll try it. The other one ain't drinking for us, unfortunately. I hit him, but I don't know where I hit him at. Well, it'll kill him. We'll just have to track him. Yeah, I know, man. Like I said, last stream we were getting a bunch of level 2s. And towards the end of the stream. Mila, stop. Sorry, my dog was scratching her underbelly. We don't want her doing that. But yeah, last time we got a bunch of level 2s, and then we had some big level 4s and that level 5 that showed up whenever we did our final run before the stream ended. So I felt that this would be a pretty high chance of getting a great one today if we came to this one, because like I said, it's been acting funny. But actually, after I get this great one, no matter what it is, I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with my maps, because I kind of want to keep this map as my mule deer grind, but I also love a ski ridge for mule deer. So I really don't know how I'm going to make up my mind about which map I'm going to put back into multiplayer. I mean, I don't think that I'll ever do a ski ridge in multiplayer, just because that map is so goated, and because of the fact that I have my HM so tight for my mule deer. So I am leaning more towards putting SRP back on the map. But I mean, my HM is tied on this map too. So I mean, I really don't know. Like, I really don't know if I even want to bring either one back to multiplayer, to be honest. I know this is a very popular map. I know a lot of people like doing free roaming on this map. But yeah, after doing the mule deer grind and after all the HM that I've been doing, it's tough to put it back in there. What's up, warrior? 2 dimes and 2 rares. Let's go, man. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that your grind's going well, buddy. Yeah, I'm not counting my dimes and rares and everything, but I do count my kills. Right now we're at 605. 605 for the mule deer. Our my first mule deer came in 430. So we've nearly got 200 kills more on this grind. But like I said, last time we were streaming on Silver Ridge Peaks, the map was acting funny. So what I'm probably going to have to do for both the mule deer and the wolves is that off stream, I'm probably going to have to go and check all of my solo zones, just to make sure that I don't have a great one in one of those zones, because the wolf is already over 1,000 kills, and normally I'll do that anyway. So every 1,000 kills, I'll actually leave my main zones and check the entire map, just to make sure that I don't have a great one that spawned into my solos. But yeah, I need to do that for my mule deer as well. Why are you guys all the way over there? Their question too. Why do you have to stand right in front of that butt? Thank you. Appreciate you. What's up, Death? You started live streaming yourself? Awesome, man. What games have you been playing? Okay, so you count your dimes and rares, but not your kills. Yeah, I find it more fun to count the kills, because you never because it's cool to see like how many kills it took for the great one to spawn. But at the same time, it's also really cool to keep up with the diamonds and rares as well. Oh, nice, Dan. The Spyro trilogy, I hear that. Yeah, I've been playing a few other games on the channel, but I've been releasing my Resident Evil playthrough, which the next video should come out tonight or tomorrow. I haven't rendered the video. I forgot to do that last night before I went to bed. I got really tired, and I didn't get to render the video. That is a big boy level 4. But yeah, if I can get it rendered after the stream in time and it's ready by about 9 or 10, I'll probably release it on the channel. I don't know if I got both or not there. I did get both. All right, good. Yeah, my channel is mainly called the Wild Channel, and but I also play other hunting and fishing games along the way. And every so often we'll do storyliners as playthroughs or small streams. Next week, Thomas. That was a diamond level 4. That is a rack I have been wanting forever, man. It's a 50-50 rack, but my gosh. That is a diamond level 4. Let's go. Taxing that one immediately. Beautiful, man. I'm actually going to clip that one. I am actually going to clip that one. That was a good trophy. Level 5 makes diamond usually. That was a level 4. That was one below when it made it. I hear that, Death. Hopefully it's successful for you. Hopefully you're finding it fun, and hopefully your channel is growing. Bless me, guys. Sorry about that. Level 2, level 2, level 3. Okay, so there's my 2 shooters. One's a teeny tiny level 3. I need to get the big boy first. Nope, that's a bad shot. I knew that second shot was going to miss. Well, we hit something at least. So we got them both. Thank you, Zero. I appreciate it. Also, Zero, that was actually I just shot that level 4. If you're just now hearing me say this, I'm probably ahead of you some. Or you may have just took a minute to reply, but I shot that level 4 a few minutes ago, and you're just now responding. So you may be behind in the stream, and you might want to refresh, or it just took you a minute to respond, and you just need to let me know that you just took you a minute. I just didn't want you falling behind. Where did the... There it is. Dude, imagine if that diamond level 4 would have been a super rare. I don't know what I would have done if I would have shot that thing and it been a rare color and me thinking it was not going to make diamond. And then I ended up claiming it and it made diamond at a level 4 and it was a super rare level 4. Now that would have been insane. You are enjoying it and you've been promoting my channel but haven't been clipping my first level attempts as shorts. I hear that, man. I hear that. Well, like I said, I hope that it gets good, man. I hope that you're able to grow quick. I can't afford to do any kind of like promoting on my channel just yet. I'm hoping in the future I'll be able to do that. But you have to pay. But on YouTube, you have to pay to promote a channel. You can pay to make your channel like be more outsourcing. But obviously I don't have the money to do it. So I'm just having to do everything white knuckle, which is fine with me. Like I said, this is mostly a hobby, anyways. I'm hoping it turns into something bigger in the future, but for now I'm okay with it just being a hobby. That was a good attempt to do a lead shot on my account there. You meant to reply, I was walking out of work. Oh, I got you, Zero. Alright, Zero, sounds good, man. I'll see you probably next week then, buddy. Like I said, we'll be live until 7, though, so you still got 3 hours if you think you can make it back by then. But if not, I'll see you next week, buddy. Come on, great one. It'd be so cool to get a great one before the multiplayer part of the stream today. Another big boy level 4. Where's my other shooter at in this group? The problem with this group is that I know that I have two shooter bucks, but the game wanted to make them all come back as level 2s except for one. And all the rest of these are solos. So if I shoot the wrong buck, if I shoot the wrong level 2 and that ended up being one of my solos, then I'm going to screw this zone up. So I think the best thing for me to do in this zone is really just take it as one buck. because there's no way I'll be able to tell which one is a solo and which one is a normal spawn for the area. So I guess I'll just make this a solo buck zone. I'll just shoot one at a time out of this one. That's kind of, I'm a little bit confused as to what you're meaning, man, but I'm sure that you have a good ideas for what you're doing for your channel. It's hard for me to follow exactly what you're saying, but the way you're able to describe it, I know that you have a full hold on it. I hope it works out for you, man. I really do. Yeah, I was playing Marvel Rivals the other night and ended up getting 8 kills off of an ultimate, which was insane. And because I play Magic like crazy on that game, I love playing Magic. And yeah, she's pretty much my main. But I do play Scarlet Witch, and I play some other characters as well. I'm not the best aim at Marvel Rivals, so I don't mind to be humble and just stick to the characters that I know I give the most value with. But yeah, like my average percentage of like shooting heroes on that game is like 32 to 40. So I don't normally try to play like heroes that involve heavy aim. I usually try to play melee heroes or heroes that have auto lock features. Just because I'm fine knowing that I'm not the best aim. But I'm pretty deadly with those characters, to be honest, in most games. Especially on days where I'm really locked in and I'm making smart decisions instead of the days where I'm not locked in and making dumb decisions. But that's Rivals. Alright, let's check our solo zones. I have other ones on the map, but I'm only going to check these 2 points because it saves time. Again, I do need to do a little bit of cleanup work around my maps, though. I do need to go and check my solo zones off stream. And for both the wolves and the muleys. And probably even for the fallow, to be honest, too. I need to check all of my solo zones. Make sure there isn't great ones in those zones or diamonds that I don't want in there. Nothing here, so let's go ahead and check our other pond. Oh, gotcha. That's gonna be funny. I got you now. Yeah, that's funny. I hope that works out for you, man. That's a pretty good idea, honestly. Hopefully people will enjoy that. Yeah, I haven't played Final Fantasy anything since I did my playthrough for it, so it's been a long time since I've touched that game. I've been watching it again here recently, though. My Final Fantasy VII remake of my playthrough. I think it's one of my best edited and well played in my playthroughs, but not all my playthroughs took off. I think my only really like successful one so far was The Last of Us Part 2. Before, and I know they're really well edited and they're an enjoyable watch. It's just they just can't. Where I'm doing all the wild stuff and hunting and fishing stuff, the algorithm on YouTube is more set towards my content, towards that to draw in an audience. So whenever I do playthroughs now, where it's not where the algorithm isn't used to me doing playthroughs, it just doesn't really reach out to audiences anymore. It's basically just every time I release a playthrough now, it's just if people happen to find it. So it doesn't really bother me that they're in the single digits. I still enjoy making them, and I still go back and watch them from time to time. Oh yeah, that's right. I left that guy here last time. Still though, I think he's too big. I'm gonna shoot him. I am gonna shoot him. I think he's still too big to leave. Last time I said I was gonna leave him, but for me he's just too big. I want him to be a smaller buck. He can be a level 3, but I want him to have a level 2 rack. Oh, I got you, Death. You're planning on a Final Fantasy VII Let's Play? Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, I love them. I love Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm not really interested in the originals just because of the graphics. I am kind of picky whenever it comes to games that look pixely. But as far as the remakes though, I'm excited for Part 3. And people are already saying that remake Part 3 is going to be coming out next year. Is what everybody's saying. That there's probably going to be an announcement at the Game Awards this year, and then they're probably going to be releasing it probably. People are theorizing that it could be ready as early as summer of next year, or possibly even late spring. So, if they've been working on it like that, so I'm ready for the next game. All right, let's reset time and see if we can do this. See if we get a great one on the next run. You never know. Honestly, I really don't know if it is or not. It could be, because Square Enix is no longer like just PlayStation, like Sony anymore. So yeah, it definitely could. I really don't know though, because you'd think if they were going to do a port for the second game, they would have already done it, because Rebirth has been out now for what, a year and a half, 2 years, maybe longer. And if they were going to do a port for it, you think they would have already announced it. So I don't know. In my opinion, if they're going to do a port for it, they're going to be announcing the port the same day that they reveal RE. Sorry, I've been doing Resident Evil a lot. Final Fantasy. I think that whenever they reveal Final Fantasy 3 is whenever they're going to get to put out the announcement for the ports for the second game. In my opinion, if they do that, I mean, to me that just make a lot of sense for them to do a big reveal for Final Fantasy 3, and then to say ports for Rebirth are coming on this date before the release of 3 is. Because I doubt they would release it at the same time or after 3 has been released, because it just wouldn't make sense. Because obviously they would want people to be caught up with the story. Is it 3? Is it 2? Where's my other buck at? I guess he didn't respawn yet. So yeah, our diamond has not came back just yet. So we'll shoot the little guy this time around. Unfortunate, man. I figured we'd have our respawn back with that buck, but nope. Part 1 released back in January on Switch 2, and Rebirth was announced for Xbox PC and Switch 2. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'm not really keeping up with it because I've already have the game and everything, so there's no reason for me to keep up with everything like that. But it is interesting though. I didn't know they had revealed it already. So that's just lack of knowledge there on my part. I hope it's a good port though. I heard that Resident Evil 9 is pretty good on Switch 2. They said obviously it's not as graphically as impressive as like the big consoles, but they said it performs really well and looks really nice compared to other Switch games. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that that Switch 2 runs games very well. The only thing that kind of bummed me out about the Switch 2 is that Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door didn't get a remaster, or at least an update, because I was really hoping that that eventually that game would go back to 60 frames a second. That would definitely make a big difference, in my opinion, for that game. Oh yeah, I forgot that I have some solos over here. That's just a little level 2 there, though, so I can leave that one. I don't see any other bucks over there with him. So I'm going to assume that is my only solo on that side. Alright, what's over here? And that buck did not have his respawn come back yet. Unfortunate, man. Alright, guess we gotta keep moving on. The RNG is having a hard time making up its mind at the moment. Again, I really do think we're about to get a great one here, guys. I really think we're about to close in on our great one, because the respawns are having trouble coming in. We had a flush of level 2s last stream. And mule deer, if you usually are a pretty short grind. In most cases, you don't. A lot of people get them sub 1,000 kills. So all I can do is just hope. Switch 2 does brute force some unpatched Switch 1 games. Yeah, I hear that. Like I said, though, I'm not really going to get the Switch 2 just because I don't play a whole lot of like Mario games and stuff like I used to. So I really don't have a reason to buy it. But if there's ever a game that's like exclusive to Switch 2 that I really want to play, then I might get it at that point. But outside of that, I just have no reason to get it. Where's the buck? And there he was. I just couldn't get a beat on him. Well, at least he's going to die. We'll just have to track him. Also, guys, I did forget about something very, very big and grinding on Call of the Wild. And I haven't remembered it for months, apparently. Which, I'm not a dirty grinder by any means, but there is sometimes where an animal will run far away and I just don't feel like tracking it, so I just let it go. And I totally forgot that Call of the Wild said that if you do that with any animal during a grind, or just hunting in general, that it's guaranteed to not come back as a great one. So, I need to remember that to pick up everything, even if it does mean me running halfway across the map to track an animal. That's only for the wolf. I think that's been the only great one grind I've been doing lately, where if I make a bad shot, I just let it go. Not all the time. Like, it's just on the occasional animal. But I still need to quit doing that. Because I'm biting myself in the foot. Shooting myself in the foot by doing that. Alright, Duke. Lead us to the other buck, man. Yeah. I'm hoping that we get a great one today. I'm hoping that we have a good multiplayer stream here in about another 45 minutes. And then next week, whenever Thomas and the Wonders of Sodor come out, I'm actually not embarrassed to say that I'm excited to stream that one, mainly for the nostalgia trip. I used to be a big Thomas fan for the classic episodes way back in the 90s and really early 2000s. And then I just quit watching it by the time I got to CGI because I just didn't like the CGI version. And I haven't really been back to him since then, but I used to be a really big into Thomas. So whenever they revealed that they're gonna like be recreating the entire island of Sodor, and today's graphics on the consoles, and you can actually drive the trains around and do the jobs they did on the show, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of sold on that, just for the nostalgia purposes of it. That'd be really cool to see what they do with the island after all these years. Yeah, Def, yeah. Tuesday it releases. It's called Thomas and Friends Wonders of Sodor, and that's literally what it is. It has 8 different stories that they're telling in the classic episodes way. So like narrated by like a very famous narrator from the show. You get 4 trains with the base game, or you can purchase. Sadly, we don't get the pre-order bonuses unless you're getting the disc version. But I'm only getting the digital, so I have to wait for full release. But you can also pay an extra $12 and get James, and he comes with 4 more stories, so you can total it out as like 12 different stories, I believe is how it works. And then it's also free roam. They have challenges for like for shunting carts. They've recreated the entire island of Sodor from ground up in Unreal Engine 5, and they actually used one of the videos they explained that they actually used the setup from the TV show. Like, they actually got a photo of the board that they used to create the island of Sodor, and they used that board to create the actual map. So I think that's amazing, and yeah, I'm actually really excited to see what they do with it. I really am, and I will be streaming that on the channel. Of course, if nobody shows up, I totally understand because, like I said, it is from a kid's show and it's for a kid's audience. But you can also up the difficulty on the game to make it just like the Train Sim world. Because Dovetail Games are the ones who make the train simulator games, and they're the same ones making this one. So they said they'll have difficulty levels for younger audiences or people who just want a simplified version of driving trains, and then they'll have difficulty levels that literally match the realism of the Train Sim world games. If you want the engines to be like just like real life, so it's going to be pretty cool, in my personal opinion. Faceplant. That second buck just like literally face planted. That was funny. Oh yeah, that's awesome, Death. Yeah, I wasn't really into the CGI films. Once Thomas went from like the the 90s setup over to the CGI. I just quit. Mainly because of the fact that I was too old and I wasn't interested in it at that time. But also because of the fact that I thought it was annoying how they started making the trains rhyme. Like every single episode, whoever the main character of the episode was, they would always give them this little cheesy, corny line that was a rhyme, and they would always repeat it after like every like stage of the episode. And yeah, it annoyed the crap out of me. But then again, like I said, I didn't watch Thomas even at that time. I just knew that it went to CGI, and I decided just to see what it was like, just to see that the trains being in CGI. And yeah, I wasn't a fan. They kind of ruined what Thomas was, in my opinion, by that time. Where are you going? Where are you going? Can you stop for me? Can you stop for me, Bucky? Bucky, stop for me. Why are you walking all the way? Oh, I get it. He's wanting to float. Please don't float. Where's the other buck? Oh, there he is. Let's see if he'll stop running for us. And he's out of render. I don't know if that's going to kill him or not. We'll have to keep an eye on the pressure, and if we see the pressure for him, we'll know that we got him. And we'll have to come back for him. For now, I'm not going to track that deer because I think that was a bad shot. But I'll keep an eye out on the pressure. Golly, that buck was an ace of floating, man. I'm glad he didn't float because this lake takes forever for the deer to float across. Yeah, I don't see the other pressure, so we're just going to keep moving for now. I'll have to keep looking back here. That's pretty cool, Death. Yeah, back in the 90s, I think that they had a very classic take on Thomas. I mean, there was an actual train set that they used to record their episodes with, and it gave it that extra level of realism. Yes, the character, the actual like people were just playset people, but they were able to tell the story in such a way that it really was kind of a fun watch, as long as you're okay with that kind of style. Yeah, once they took it to CGI though, that is the charm of the show just kind of went down the hill. Went down the drain at that point. I don't know where that buck's going. Oh, did I hit another deer? Oh no, I think I hit two different deer. That ain't good. Let me look back over there. Yeah, we did kill the other one too, so we'll have to go and track. Crap, man. I accidentally hit 3 bucks here, or 3 different deer. One must have stepped right in the way. Because I just spotted one and it had its head down, and I didn't even remember shooting that one. So it must have been in the way whenever I tried to shoot the second buck. That's rough. Alright, Duke. Take us to it, man. You had a Thomas Sheets of pillowcase when you were a kid? Yeah, I had the whole train set. I had the wooden train sets with the magnets and stuff. So the classic versions of the trains. And yeah, I played with them a lot when I was a kid. I built huge tracks, man. Like my parents went all out with my Thomas stuff. So I could build like really big tracks. Those were the days, man. Is that a dead deer laying there? No, it's not. Where? I don't see any dead deer laying around out there. This is gonna be a long track. I don't know if we killed 2 bucks here or just the one. But I know that we've accidentally hit 3 animals. I hate that. Okay, so there's that one. What's this one looking like? Yeah, we might as well track this one too. It's dying. I really hope that that was a doe, to be honest. But if it turns out to be one of my little bucks, it's going to be annoying because I had that zone managed where I only had 2 deer to worry about. And now if this ends up being one of my little level 2s, that means he's going to come back as something different probably. And that is going to be very annoying. Nope. Thought I saw its butt sticking up there. Yep, I actually shot one of my little bucks. Shoot. Crap, and that was a good one too to leave as a HM buck. Oh, that's gutting. That's a little bit gutting, I ain't gonna lie. Because that means that zone is now messed up as far as my solos are concerned. Or at least they could be. I mean, I could get lucky and they could bring it back just another level 2 in its place. Big level 4. Let me see if I see another level 3 out there anywhere. I do not, so... Yep. Oh! I did not mean to shoot. I was pulling on the stick a little bit too hard. Got him that time, though. I did not mean to pull the trigger there. Big boy level 4. And I'm wearing these headphones, and every so often it'll feel like there's a hair that just wants to lay right down in my ear, and I'll go to scratch, and there isn't a hair there, so I don't know what's going on. But it irritates me to death some days. I don't know if it's the headphones or what it is. There we go. Nice little blondie. Alright, I'm not going to worry about the second solo pond. I'm just going to go check our big one and see if we got the respawn back for the other one. Honestly, though, I am debating on whether or not I want to buy it day 1, though. I am excited for Thomas, but at the same time, I'm kind of wanting to let it go, like be released on launch day, and then I'm thinking that I'm going to watch some YouTube videos on the gameplay for it and see if it looks like a game that I'm going to like. I would really hate to spend money on a game that ends up not really being the best. So I think that I'll just watch some gameplay on it first before I actually go buy the game on launch day, just to make sure that it looks like something I actually think will be fun. Anything over here? Just my usual buck. The other one ain't here right now, so he's still in the RNG lab. Alrighty then. Give me 1 second, guys. I am going to back out real quick and put a post on my channel. Let everybody know that the multiplayer will be starting here in about 30 minutes. Alrighty. I am on my way back. There we go. Let's go ahead and reset time again. We should have time to get at least another run or two in before the... Oh, no. I forgot to track that other buck. Shoot. Well, we'll still... Hopefully the game doesn't... I tell you what, let's go up there real quick. I forgot all about this other buck. I need to go look and see what's over here first. If there's nothing here, we can go ahead and try to track it. If there is something here, then we'll go ahead and shoot them. Make this be our first zone we shoot. But I didn't want a main menu because yeah, that's exactly why I didn't want a main menu. I was really hoping that we wouldn't get the respawns here. Okay, let's race over there real quick and see if the blood is still here. I totally forgot to track this animal. I hope the blood is still here. I just forgot about it. Call of the Wild. Come on, Duke. Quit lazying around, man. I need you. Come on. Tell me you can find the blood. No. Come on. I didn't mean to I didn't mean to forget about this buck. Crap it. Alrighty then. Shoot. Dude, I hate that. What's up, Burly Wild? We are 630 kills in at the moment. Actually, I didn't count that last kill, so we're actually 600... No, I did. Yeah, we're 630. 630 kills in, and there was a buck that died, and I forgot to go and track him, and I reset time before tracking the animal, so... Yeah, I just screwed up a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna reset time real quick, and do a full main menu reset, and then we're just gonna keep going around the place. And then here at the top of the hour, I'm switching it over to multiplayer, and anybody who's on PlayStation 4 or 5 is more than welcome to hunt alongside me. When am I playing with viewers? Also, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you guys made it. Here in about 30 minutes. We're doing the Great One grind until the top of the hour, and then I'll be opening up 2 different multiplayer maps today. So we'll be hunting an hour on one map and an hour on another together. And then after that, the stream will have to come to an end. But yeah, you got to be on PS4 or PS5 because sadly it ain't crossplay. Also, guys, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are doing good today. Talk about whatever you want to with me. Just make sure it's family friendly. It's good to have you guys. And also, since you guys are new, I will go ahead and let you all know that we do stream 3 times a week, about 3 to 4 hours at a time. We're mostly a Call of the Wild channel, but we also play some other outdoor games as well. And on rare occasions, we'll also play some storyliners, like I do playthroughs and stuff of other storyliners along the way. But this is primarily a hunting and fishing channel. So if you guys will help support the channel and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Let's see. It's a good buck out there. I think that's our respawn from our level 5 that we got a few minutes ago. I don't see the other level 3. So I'm pretty sure we're just getting 1 respawn at a time instead of both right now for some reason. Again, it should be a Great One should be coming at any point now. Because my respawns haven't been working properly, like completely correct. And last stream we did, we had like a flush of level 2s out of nowhere. And now today we're getting like a lot of level 4s and a few diamonds along the way. So yeah, I'm thinking that the RNG is trying to push out a great one right now. Could be wrong. It could have been some bad luck with level 2s coming in last time, but very possible. Decent level 4. Little 50-50 rack. Not quite wonky enough for the wonky lodge, but he was close. Yes, Bama Barely. I highly recommend this map. Honestly, I would not say that it's better or worse than a Ski Ridge. I would actually say it's equally as good. Like, I don't think that a Ski Ridge is actually the top mule deer map anymore. I think that it's actually tied with SRP. SRP does not have that many, really all that many pawns if you think about it for muleys. There's only one area of the map that is tough HM if you're doing herd management, and that's towards the ocean at the bottom of the map. But other than that, I mean, it's a very easy HM. And yeah, the pawns are very easy to grind on. I try to choose the pawns that, as you can see, that don't have the high foliage on them. So any pawn that has that's clear around the water's edge and doesn't really have like the tall grass, that's what I aim to grind on. Whoop, that was bad. I did not mean to pull the trigger 2 times, but oh well. We got him. That's all that matters. But yes, I highly recommend. And I also got a great one off of my New England mountains as well. All my streams and all my videos of the great ones and stuff are on my channel. I have them on playlists for you. You just have to go to Call of the Wild videos or to Call of the Wild shorts, and you'll see the great ones I've gotten. But yeah, there's been I'm trying to hunt maps that not a lot of people hunt. That's kind of my thing on my channel right now. Is I'm trying to go to maps that people think are terrible for grinds, and I'm trying to make them actually good. So I've got Revontuli Moose. Which a lot of people say the Moose and Revontuli is really good, but honestly the HM is very difficult on that map because there's so many pawns. So I would not recommend that map as like an easy grind for the Moose. But once you get it down, it is easy at that point because you just need to hunt the pawns at the top. But yeah, I got a whitetail off New England mountains. I've got a moose off of Revontuli. I have a what is it? And now I'm working towards mule deer on my Silver Ridge. And honestly, Silver Ridge has been the best one out of all 3 of them for maps that are underrated. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. So everyone that plays to join mine, I'm confused what you're saying there. You'll have to re-elaborate that one, my brother. You said so everybody that plays on of to join mine. I don't know what you're meaning. You'll have to retell me that sentence. If they play on PC, they will not be able to join us, unfortunately. Xbox and PC players, unfortunately, will not be able to join because a multiplayer on Call of the Wild is not a cross-platform, unfortunately. You have to be on the same platform. So, where I'm on PS5, you have to be on PlayStation 4 or PS5 in order to play with us. But again, even if you can't play with us, you're more than welcome to just hang out on stream and see what kind of trophies and we get. Usually, if people get really big diamonds or rares, I'll go and look at their trophies before they claim them if they want me to. Although I would not recommend that because there are some trolls out there and there's some jerks that could run up to you just claiming they're wanting to see your trophy, then they'll claim it and then leave the map. So I wouldn't worry about doing that. But if I can get to you, I don't care a bit to come and look at your trophies. As long as it's something worth looking at. Do I hunt in real life? I absolutely do. I've only ever killed one really big buck, though, in my lifetime. Back in 2016. He's on my wall, and he's an 8-pointer with a trophy rack, meaning that he's like almost symmetrical on both sides. He has 12-inch brow tines, and his tines are all, his other tines are like in the teens. So he's very, very tall tines. And yeah, he's full velvet as well. But yeah, I've shot a lot of deer in my lifetime, but only one big one. The rest of them have been like medium sized, big bodies, but medium sized racks as far as bucks are concerned. I also fish in real life as well, and I've caught a lot of really nice fish in my lifetime. I've had more luck catching big fish than I have killing big deer. I'm also pretty good at turkey hunting, too. I've killed several gobblers in my lifetime, and I don't use slate calls or box calls. I actually use my own voice. Luckily, God gifted me a talent to be able to use to save money on a turkey call, and I can actually just use my voice for turkeys. But yep, I hunt and fish both. Duke, are you glitched out? Are you glitched? Yes, he is. I don't know what it is about this one spot here on the map, but my dog always gets glitched out whenever I come here, and if I need to use him, I have to go back and recall him. It's really annoying. Let me go and recall my dog real quick. Yeah, he's just gonna stand there. That's the glitch, is he just gets frozen in place. There we go. Now we should be good. I'm gonna need his help on this one. We got another buck that I made a bad shot on, and he's gonna go to the other side of the map before he dies. But I don't want to forget about him anymore, so I'm gonna go ahead and just start tracking deer that I don't hit well. It doesn't happen often, but you gotta do what you gotta do. What part of the country? I'm in Kentucky. I'm an old Kentucky boy. We were actually supposed to start the stream at 3 o'clock today, but because UK was playing basketball today, I decided to watch the rest of the game before I got on stream, so we're about 30 minutes late today. Oh, this buck is gonna go forever. Yeah, I know you're in a hurry, but you've got 4 legs, I have 2. You need to remember that. How many times have I told you, and how many times do you not care? Quit barking at me and just be patient. Alright, Duke, where you going? Ay, ay, ay. He gets so excited whenever he gets to track animals. He's like, come on, Daddy, come on! And I'm just like, I can't keep up. There he is. So he didn't run that far, thankfully, but he did run a pretty good distance. Do we get much ducks out here? We do. I'm not a duck hunter. My cousin actually hunts ducks, and I don't. Just because I've never had anybody invite me, and I have no experience with it. But yes, we have a lot of ducks in our area. Of course, you got to be at the right place. You got to have the right setup and know what you're doing. But yeah, you can get all kinds of ducks where we live. I think that the most of what we have around here is mallards, though, if I ain't mistaken. We have mallards and a few other species that I can't name off the top of my head. Well, is that another level 3 in there? If that is another level 3, it's a solo. Yep, for sure. We got another solo in here. Take him out. I don't know if yeah, I did hit him. Didn't hit him well, though. I was hoping I was going to be able to get him in the intestines. I don't care to shoot a deer in the butt as long as I can get a straight shot into him. Because as long as you're using a high-powered rifle on the game, if you shoot an animal directly in the butt and you don't care about the metal, it will be an instant kill because, well, it doesn't drop them, but it'll hit their intestines and kill them pretty quick. As long as you can make sure you hit them just right. I think that one had a little bit too much bone in the way. I think his hip bone was kind of in the way there. To make that shot be great. Yeah, I hear you, Wildcat. I just don't care about you. I do have a mythical mountain lion on the map somewhere. Don't know if I have any legendaries, but I do have a mythical on the map. Oh, wait, there's the other buck. Ah, he's gonna start. He was trolling me. That other buck started running as soon as I went to aim. Go figure. That's fine. He gets to live for now. This other buck, I'm sure, is going to die, but I don't know how far he's going to run. But yeah, man, mostly I basically fish for pretty much anything that bites. But during April, my dad and I really target walleye and striper if I'm not turkey hunting. But the land that we used to hunt on ended up getting sold, I think, the year before last. So there really isn't many places for me to hunt on anymore. I do have a farm that my papaw lets me hunt on, but it's really small, and the populations of animals back there are pretty slim. Or not slim. Like, he has a good population of deer back there, but as far as turkeys are concerned, they just ain't what they used to be. They moved the trailer park in down there, down right below the hill where I used to hunt. and that caused a lot of the turkey population to leave. The deer population went away for like a couple of years, but they're starting to come back now. And the turkeys they're there, but they're hard to hunt. Used to I before they moved that trailer park in, I could get 2 gobblers every single year, and usually it was just within a couple of days of each other, but it's not that way anymore, unfortunately. I don't see another shooter in there, so I'm just gonna shoot the one. Oh, there he is, I think. No. Okay. So I don't know if we got both respawns back there or not. Anytime that I have 2 bucks and then all of a sudden I see nothing but level 2s and the 1 shooter, I'll always leave it. I'll always just take the one and leave the other, just because you never know if the respawn just hasn't came back in or what's going on. But I usually wait a couple of main menu resets before I do anything. Also, since you guys are new on the channel, I will let you guys know too that I don't do any grinding off stream, so every single great one I get will be on stream. So I always tell everybody to try their best to be here during the streams and to be here for the grinds, because every time I ever get a great one, it's going to be live. Let's see. Well, this guy's respawn hasn't came back in yet, unfortunately. So we can't shoot anything at this zone right now. All that's here is the little bucks. What in the world kind of a 50-50 rack is that? Okay, I think that we might have one for the wonky lodge. Let's drop him and get down there and see what kind of story he's telling. That's an interesting rack. That's a very interesting rack. I think one side is higher up than the other. Let me take a look at you. You are an interesting buck. Yeah. Yeah, you're a wonky one. Yeah, you're gonna go to the lodge. Oh my goodness, that's funny. He is funny as he can be. That's one of my favorite mule deer wonky buck. Oh my gosh, that's great. Let me clip him too. That's pretty funny. Alrighty, let's check my solo zones. Okay, guys, we've only got about 15 minutes left until the multiplayer stream, or part of the stream. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to check these 2 solo zones. I'm going to reset time, and we're going to go ahead and just visit all of my zones again and see if there happens to be a great one waiting on us. If there is no great one, I'm probably just going to take it easy and just talk to Chad and just do a few, just get prepared for the multiplayer stuff, and then at the top of the hour, I'll open up the maps. Because 15 minutes, it might be enough time to do another full run. But we would have to check the map again after we do the full run, and I want to be on time for the stream, for that part of the stream rather. I keep treating it like it's a whole different stream, and I'm not meaning to. Also, I want to let you all know that I do expect for the multiplayer stream for several people to join in. However, right now, there hasn't been a whole lot of people stopping to the stream today, so if we end up doing the first map and barely anybody from my channel has been showing up to stream, or there isn't very many people on the map that's wanting to hunt with me or anything like that, we may just go ahead and end the stream after our first hour of the multiplayer, because if nobody's going to be here, there's not going to be any point. Most time we have several people, though, so we'll see. people could just be busy today. You never know. We'll definitely play at least one map in multiplayer and see if people join us. Yep, there's our respawn. He's once again wanting to come back as a big boy. He will just never come back as a level 2 or a teeny tiny level 3. He always wants to be a big boy. Which, if he comes back as a great one, that ain't going to be that big of a deal. I want a great one off my main zones, but at least we'll know where he's coming from. $660 in. Alright, let's go ahead and claim this buck. We're going to reset time, and then we're going to check and see if there's any great ones waiting on us in our respawns. If there is no great one after we check all the zones, we're just going to kick back and relax for a few minutes and see if anybody joins the stream that's wanting to do the multiplayer section with us. Again, if nobody really joins by about five after 5, then we will go ahead and start the multiplayer section. But I'm not going to, I will not, I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought, guys. Let me stretch real quick. I don't know how it's distracting me, but it is. But yeah, if nobody joins us during the first portion of the multiplayer stream, we'll probably just go ahead and call it quits after the first hour. Unless there's several people in here with us. If there turns out to be several other people that joins, that's fine. I'm just saying if the map ends up being barren and nobody's really joining the stream. Or the map. I think what we're going to do is Medved, because I've really been wanting to hunt more on Medved. So I think that's what we'll do first, is the Medved map. We'll do some reindeer hunting, and then we'll move over into moose territory, and then we might have time to hit some wolves. Alright, let's check for a great one. See if we got a lucky spawn. Well, we got 2 clips today, so at least we'll have a short for later. Have a wonky buck, and then we also got the diamond level 4. And guys, I am bringing shorts back to the channel, okay? Just want to let you all know that. I have been putting some videos out there, but they have not done anywhere as good as the shorts have. So, we are definitely going to start making more shorts than videos again on the channel. And I'm probably not going to do full 4K videos for Call of the Wild until I get time to do so. Like I said, I have very little time throughout the week, other than my days I stream, to do anything Call of the Wild related. But during streams, if anything happens, such as our trophies we got today, I'll definitely be making shorts on them from now on again. Still just the 1 buck here, so I'm assuming that one of these has to be our other shooter. But again, I'm in that 50-50 chance spot. I'm not shooting anything right now, but I mean, like, one of those has to be our regular, or just for some weird reason those bucks are not wanting to spawn in together right now. It's just one of each at a time, which I don't know why they're doing that. See, that zone don't have its respawn in it just yet. That's unfortunate. I don't know what's going on with my respawns, man. Like I said, I really do think that we're about to get the great one off of my Silver Ridge. And I'm really, really happy to get that deer, because not a whole lot of people grind on this map for the mule deer. But I'm telling you, it's a very underrated grind. It's a very fun grind. It's very easy. So I'll probably get on here probably later tonight or tomorrow and check my maps for solos, just to make sure we don't got a great one in our solo zones. But that'll be a lot of different ponds to check, and obviously I don't have enough time today in the stream to do it. So that one just came back as a boring level 3, unfortunately. Excuse me. Let's see, is there anything out there that needs to be tended to? Does not look like it. Sometimes I'll get a solo buck over there. There's a diamond. Woo! That's a beautiful buck. He's not a great one or a super rare, so we're going to leave him. But that is a gorgeous, gorgeous deer. At least we'll have a trophy to take out next stream. That is a beautiful buck. Let's move on. Got a big level 5 to take out next time we do the grind. Gotta love it. What are you? Dude, I don't know what it is, but it feels like ever since this last update, it feels like the sticks are like stiffer, if that makes sense. It feels like I'm stopping a lot faster than I used to did. When you go to turn the sticks, for some reason, to me, it just feels like that they're like just hitting a halt a little bit faster than used to. Alright, let's see. What's out here? Level 4. I can tell there is no great one out there, so we're not going to worry about it. Only got 3 more zones to check. 3 more chances for a great one to be here at the end of the grind. And then, like I said, I'll just hang out for the next 10 minutes after we check these pawns and just see if anybody shows up for the multiplayer section. If they don't, we'll still do Medved for an hour. So anybody who's on PlayStation 4 or 5 is more than welcome to join me. But if barely anybody joins the chat or barely anybody joins the map, we'll just call it quits on the stream after an hour on Medved. Level 4. Yeah, okay, so I'm pretty much I think that this zone is doing the same thing as our zone at the bottom of the map is doing, where right now, for some weird reason, we're only getting one of these respawns back at a time each reset instead of both of them. So I'm not going to shoot a level 2 right now. And then this next zone that we're going to, I'm pretty sure that my other shooter is now a level 2. And, yeah, that's annoying because I used to have 2 bucks in this zone I could shoot. And I still don't have the respawn back for that guy. Golly, man, yeah, my zones are just not acting right, man. They're not acting right at all. I know that buck is going to come back, so I'm not going to shoot anything else. It's just, for some weird reason, it's just not spawning him in. Alright, last chance to see if there's a great one. Well, I guess next to last chance, because I do need to actually check our pond where we shot that other buck. Our solo. Just make sure that he didn't come back as a great one. Another big level 4 down here. Alright, last place to check today. I doubt that we're going to have a respawn here just because we had just shot this deer, but you never know. Sometimes you can get a respawn back quickly. Alrighty. One more zone to check. And then I'm going to hit the main menu and get ready for the multiplayer section. I think what we're going to do today is Medved first, and then I think that our other one that I want to go to, I honestly don't know what I want the other one to be. I might let the people on the map choose. I might let whoever's in live chat or whoever's currently hunting with me choose if they want to hunt with me on another map. We'll see. Yes, hello. How are you? Little teeny tiny level 2, so I'm not going to shoot you. Yeah, I can hear you. I hear you. I just don't know where you are. Apparently I'm taking off all the predators. Yeah, I don't think we got our other respawn back. No, we didn't. Okay. That's going to do it for the mule deer section of the stream today, guys. For those of you who are not interested in the multi-part part of the stream, thank you guys very much for being here for the grind today. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. We'll be doing this more next week, and I'll see you then. For all those who want to be here for the multiplayer section, just remain here on the stream. If you're wanting to play with me, make sure you get your PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 turned on, and I will be opening up my maps here in just a minute. Just needed to get that to save, so that way we end up still back here. Alright guys, like I said, I'll be right back. I'm going to go use the restroom real quick, make sure I take care of myself. I'm going to put a text in chat. And when I get back, I will get started on the multiplayer section of the stream. Again, we'll do this for about an hour, but if nobody really joins or anything, we'll probably just call it. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to step away and use the restroom real quick. Nope. Alright, guys. I am back. We're going to hang out here for just a few minutes and see if anybody joins the stream. I'm going to go back and make another post real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. What's up, Wolf? You joining us today on the multiplayer section, man? We're getting ready to kick it off here in just about 5 minutes. I'm gonna give everybody until about 5 after before I open up the maps. I think we're gonna do Medved first, and then if several people join us before the end of the stream, then we'll keep it going. But the stream unfortunately has not attracted too many people today, so we're gonna see how multiplayer section goes. If it goes well, then we'll move on. We'll do our second map today. But if not, then we'll just do an hour on Medved. But I've really been wanting to hunt more Medved, so we're going to do that one first, and then we're going to move on to a different map after, if we get a chance. Awesome, man. Great. Glad to hear that you're joining me. Hopefully other people will join in here in a few minutes. What you been up to today? Doing anything interesting today, Wolf? You got a haircut? That's awesome. That's the most action-packed answer I've heard all day. I got a haircut, I think, a week ago? If I ain't mistaken, is when I got my last haircut. Good to feel the wind blowing through my hair again. Oh, man. But yeah, I figured that we would do some reindeer hunting first, and then from there I would just whenever it got to the end of reindeer drink time, I figured that I'll just let whoever's on the map with me choose what time they want me to keep hunting at. And like I said, there hasn't been a whole lot of people in the stream today, unfortunately. This happens quite often on my channel for some reason, where I'll put a poll out on the channel and I'll have several people like respond to the poll, and then when the day comes of the actual stream, nobody shows up. So I don't know if it's just things come up or what it is, but I've had a couple of these streams where I've had a ton of people vote on what they want to see me do, and then it's like the entirety of the stream there's just nobody here. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll just hang out for just a few more minutes. But yeah, we ended the day, the mule deer section of the day, though, went really good, actually. We ended at 660. Actually 661, because I forgot to count the... Did I count him? No, I don't think I had another one. So we ended at 660, and we had 2 diamonds that showed up today. We killed one right off the bat, and then we had another level 5 that showed up at the very end of the hour that we did. And then we also got another buck that made the trophy lodge for us. He was a wonky rack, and he was funny as he could be. Tell you the truth, while I'm waiting on people, let me actually go to one of my trophy lodges real quick, and let me put some trophies up. I think I'm gonna go to the wonky lodge real quick and put that one muley up, and then we'll go back and get the multiplayer section ready. We don't have a whole lot of wonky deer in here just yet, but it's slowly getting slowly getting full over time. All right, so where's this mule deer gonna go? He's a really, really funny mule deer. I think I'm gonna put him on his own plaque. I think I'll put him right over here because he's funny. Let me see, which one is he? There he is. Yeah. He's hilarious, man. Like, literally, if you look at him, it's like one side is a lot lower than the other. He's a 50-50 rack, and one's up tall and one is down low. He's funny as he can be. So I figured I'd mount that sucker. That's funny. I like him. I don't know if I had any other ones that I wanted them to tax. Oh, I did have several others. Okay, yeah, I had some wonky fallows. That's right. Alrighty then. Guess I will put. Oh wait, that's just a rare, ain't it? Yeah, that's just a rare. Just put him there. Put him there. That one there. I'm just filling in plaques. I don't really care about neatness in these. I think I am going to actually get rid of that Mela. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of him because he's too little. Alrighty. Let's get back to the main menu, get ready for the multiplayer section. Go ahead and get your stuff pulled up, Wolf, if you haven't already, man. We're gonna go ahead and get this started. Sadly, there ain't many people here right now. Again, we will do an hour on MedVed and see if people join us before the end of the hour. If not, then we'll have to call. We're gonna go ahead and call the stream after that point because there's no point continuing if there's not gonna be anybody join us today. All right. All right, my map is going live in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I had like 6 people that wanted me to that voted on the poll last night, and several people wanted me to do multiplayer, but nobody showed up to the stream today, which is strange. Alright, let's go ahead and get my stuff set up. I don't think I'll need the shotgun any today. Alrighty. Just need to swap some things around real quick. There we go. Huh? Do what? Not much. This is we're not pirates. You know that, right? Okay. Whatever you want to say. Let me see. Dude, knock it off, man. Seriously. If you're not going to talk sense, man, then don't be here. We're all trying to have a good time, but if you're going to keep repeating yourself saying the same stuff over and over again, then don't. If you want to be a troll, just leave. Let's see. They could be, Wolf. That's true. Yeah, they could be in school. But then again, most people that's subscribed to the channel, they usually show up about 4 o'clock or so, and I think most of them are on the Eastern time frame, like I am. So I don't know. It'd be 4 o'clock their time, even if they were 2 hours behind right now. It's 5 o'clock, so my time. Never know. Also, method. I just want to let you know, man. Make sure you watch my hunting pressure. Don't destroy any zones. And if you see any rare, any super rare potentials, please let me know about those, as I don't want to lose them. But any gold rares and below and diamonds are all yours. If you happen to see any of those, just no super rares, and then on the very, very slim chance of a great one, obviously I don't want to lose those trophies. So just be respectful and don't let me lose those. Let me know about them if you find a super rare or anything. But everything else is you can feel free to shoot. You're 1 hour behind me, Wolf? Oh, okay. Wolf, do you have a mic or you just want to talk in live chat? It don't matter either way. Okay, man. That's fine. I just didn't know what your plan was. Ah, I need to change my stuff up. Probably need to do that off stream. Honestly, let me go ahead and do that, actually. Let's see. I think that should be good. I have 1 skill point left. That'll be good. What's up, Elephant? Welcome to the chat, man. If you're on PS4, PS5, you're more than welcome to join us. That's strange. I have a lot of zones on my river here that where I know there's reindeer, but for some weird reason they're not here. I hope my zones didn't get destroyed last time that we were doing multiplayer or something. Because for some reason it's not showing all my reindeer zones. It's just showing animals that are out here besides reindeer. Not sure what's going on with that. Well, that didn't go the way I planned. Hey, Wolf, just want to let you know, man, be a little bit careful. The pressure's kind of getting high up in that area. I'm sure you're keeping an eye on it, but I just want to let you know. Oh, okay, Wolf. Yeah, you're fine. I'm sorry? I'm not sure what you're saying. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're like muffled or something because I can't clearly understand what you're trying to say. All I hear is whoa, 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 whoa. So I'm not really sure what you're saying. Yeah, guys, just remember if you guys happen to come across a potential super rare or in the very, very slim chance of a great one, just make sure that you guys let me know about those. I don't want to lose those trophies, but all diamonds, gold rares, and below are all yours. And also make sure that you guys watch the hunting pressure. I don't want any of my zones getting destroyed. Well, I was going to shoot him, but he decided to run off. Decent level 4. That worked out. Good old e-collar coming in handy there. There are what? You got cut off. What'd you say? Okay. This is a nice level 4. About 100 off diamond, but we'll take it. Dude, the reindeer look so huge until you pick them up, and then it's like then even then they look big, and it's like it's not even close to diamond. Really? Yeah, I think that some of my reindeer zones got destroyed last stream because we definitely have some zones that are being rediscovered right now, and they apparently weren't here last time. I don't know how I nailed that heart shot, but that works. Hey, Method, watch yourself, man. You're starting to get a lot of pressure in that zone. After you pick up that animal you just killed, I'd like for you to move on, okay? You got a lot of high pink in that zone. I don't want my zones destroyed. Sorry I'm so quiet right now. There is nobody in chat, and I'm just kind of playing the game, so... If anything needs commentary, I'll give it. Otherwise, I'm just going to chill and hunt. If anybody on the map needs me for anything, or anybody joins live chat, I'll start talking to them. Hey, Wolf, are you having fun on Medved, or do you want to switch it up for the last 30 minutes? I know we haven't been on here very long, but I didn't know if maybe you wanted to hunt somewhere else for the last 30 minutes. You're the only mod or a subscriber that decided to join us today. So if you want to hunt Medved, we'll keep hunting Medved. But if you want to go to a different map for the last part, we will. I'll leave it up to you if you want to choose a certain map, or if you just want to stay here, that's totally fine too. It just doesn't look like we're going to get a whole lot of subscribers or mods wanting to join us today for the multiplayer stream, so we're probably going to have to wrap it up here in about 30 minutes. I didn't know if you wanted to spend it here or if you wanted to spend it somewhere else. Okay, man. Sounds good. We'll just stay right here then. I'm having fun on Medved. Don't think that I'm not. I just didn't know if you just from where you're the only one who wanted to show up today. I figured I'd at least give you the option to change the maps if you wanted to. Dude, tax time can't come sooner. My TV has had a failing component in it for about 3 months, and it's gradually getting worse. Um, it's the bottom like 10% of my television is like completely just a dark. It's like a line all the way across my TV, and it's kind of trying to put. It's always constantly trying to capture the picture, but it just struggles to, and it's just dark, and I can't see anything. It's like on the very bottom of my screen. So video games where it's like you have to be able to see like your HUD at the very bottom of the screen, I can't even play right now because I can't see nothing. So my wife and I I've already made plans that we're gonna use our money this tax season to get me a new TV because I mean even though my whole picture works, it's just a small section that's all the way across the TV at the bottom, and it's just dark and it has bars that go across it, and it's constantly just trying to capture the picture and just can't do it. It actually did this before, but it actually fixed itself after a few months. This time around though, after we had this last storm, it knocked our power out. And since we lost power that night, it's been doing it again, and it's never fixed itself again like it did. So we're gonna have to get me a new TV, and it's really sad because the majority of my television works. It's just that one little strip. If it tells you how high up on the screen it is, it starts like right below the HUD on Call of the Wild. So your little HUD on the bottom right of your screen. Imagine there being a dark line that starts like right at the bottom of that thing, goes all the way across the TV and down. And that whole section of my screen is just dimmed out. So I'm excited to get a new TV, but I'm no longer going to be supporting Vizio because this makes two different big screen Vizios that I use, and both of them ended up with problems not even a year after I had them. So I will be definitely going to Roku because my wife has a 50-something inch Roku, and it's beautiful picture and everything. And now that I mainly use headphones, I really don't care too much about the sound like I used to. Let's see, I need to move. I ain't having very much luck around this spot. Let me put my notebook up from earlier. We aren't doing any more grinds. What's up, Sarah? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Make yourself at home. Talk about whatever you want to. Just keep it family friendly. It's good to have you. We're currently in multiplayer if you want to join us for the next 30 minutes. If you're on PlayStation or PS4 or PS5, you're more than welcome to join my map. It should be, say, D-Train Game Server. We're going to be hunting Medved for about another 30 minutes, and then we're going to be ending the stream. But it's good to have you. Yeah, the wind is in a terrible position for this approach. A terrible direction, rather, not position. Not entirely sure where I'm going to pop out at. That'll work. Yeah, there's too many in the way. I'll let that go. Yeah, he really did, man. That's why I kicked him. Yeah, Lung. I think that whenever he came in and started talking stupidly like a pirate, and I asked him to quit talking that way, he went on mute, and I think he decided. He was trolling because he wouldn't be quiet at first, and then whenever I threatened him, he just started shooting a bunch of stuff, and I gave him a warning, and then I noticed he was still piling up pressure. So yeah, just pick up his animals and take the money from his kills if you want to, man. I don't care a bit, but I wasn't gonna put up with that crap on my maps. Yeah, he was here trying to troll people, so I wasn't gonna deal with him. Yeah, if you want to pick up the animals and take half the credit for take the money for his kills, you can. I don't care a bit. What's up, Sarah? I said hi to you earlier. I didn't know if you heard me or not. Just make yourself at home. Talk about whatever you want to. Just keep it family friendly. It's good to have you. We got about 20 minutes left in the stream, but if you're on PS4 or PS5 and you want to join my Medved server, you're more than welcome to. It should say D-Train Game Server. If you're on PS4 or PS5, you're more than welcome to hunt alongside us, open comms and everything. Like I said, I only have 3 rules on my maps, and that's no trolling or griefing anybody. Make sure that you guys keep away from other hunters, and then only take diamonds and gold rares and below. So if you see an animal that could be a super rare or a great one, those animals are off limits. Please let me know about those, and stuff like that. I just expect everybody to be respectful and courteous on my maps, and to not take trophies I would like to have. Yeah, just make yourself at home. Got nothing here, unfortunately. The way the wind is, I think I'm going to travel up here and then go back towards the other pond. Wolf, how much damage was done in that zone? Like, well, how many animals did you pick up? Did you count them or anything? Because, like I said, I didn't notice how bad he was being for a couple of minutes there, until I just happened to look at that pond and noticed he had a lot of pink, so I told him to leave, and he kept shooting stuff, so I just kicked him. Did he do a lot of damage to my pond up there, or not? Or is it really not that bad? Okay, so not terrible, but definitely enough to blow out zones. Yeah, he was probably raging over the fact that I told him to quit talking like a pirate, which is ridiculous in my opinion. You're gonna have griefers though. Whoop. That wouldn't have been good if I shot the shotgun. Nothing? Really? Oh, you're nice. I guess I'll just take you. Got him that time. There we go. roar to you too. Sorry I disturbed your evening. All right. Hey Wolf, I'm gonna let you choose this though, man. The end of the reindeer drink time is upon us. Do you want to reset it for reindeer again, or do you want me to switch it to a different species? We got about 15 minutes left in the stream, so I'll let you choose the animal we hunt for, or the time of day you want. Reindeer. All right, man. You got it. Trying to figure out where I want to go. Try this area. I believe this is our quietest multiplayer stream we've ever had, Wolf. Oh man, nobody, not a lot of people wanting to talk and chat, and nobody joining the multiplayer streams today. It feels strange. Feels very strange. It's kind of peaceful though. It's nice to have a stream just to sit back and relax and just hunt. Just kind of feels out of place. Hey, Wolf, is a red brown bear rare? Red brown, is that rare? Okay, Sarah, sounds good. Sarah, are you on the map with us, or are you hunting on your own account somewhere? And if so, what are you currently hunting for? Let me see. I don't think that's a rare for a brown bear, but it could. Let me check. No, that's a common. Never mind. Albino and melanistic are the only two rares. Okay. Yeah, I just now noticed that. I had to pull up my Hunter Companion app and I noticed. Thank you, Wolf. I appreciate you, though, man. Either way. Okay, Wolf. Yeah, I just pulled it up on the hunting companion. I thought maybe you were tied up trying to hunt something on the map. Yeah, I don't hunt too many bears. I would know that Mela and albino would be rare either way, but I didn't know about browns specifically. Oh, okay, Sarah. Sounds good. But yeah, Sarah, just to let you know, we do stream 3 times a week, 3 to 4 hours at a time, and I'm mainly a Great One grinder. And if you enjoy those types of streams, we also play other hunting and fishing games as well on occasion. So if you want to help support the channel and try to get us to 1,000, which is my goal this year, I'd really appreciate the support. And at the end of the year, we also do a trophy lodge tour, special for everybody on the channel. So if you want me to come to your trophy, if you want to post like pictures of your trophy lodge or videos of your trophy lodge on the channel and compete against other people for my favorite trophy lodge and stuff, you can. Or if you just simply want to upload pictures of it during that time, you can as well. We have some other community events that's going to be coming to the channel this year too, if I can get them to, if I can figure out what they're going to be and when. But I would like to do more stuff with the community this year if I can. No, unfortunately I don't, Sarah. Everything I do on my channel is PlayStation 5. Like I said, we are mostly a Call of the Wild channel, but we also venture out and play some other hunting and fishing games, and we even play some storyliners from time to time. But yeah, unfortunately, everything I do is PlayStation 5. So if you're going to play with us, you'd have to be on PS4 or PS5 for it to work. But again, if you can always be part of the streams, I'll always talk to you during them. And then like any of the community events that we have, as long as you subscribe to the channel, you can participate in the community tab. Also, my Discord is available if you want to join my Discord, and it's in the description of my channel. If you go to my channel itself and then scroll down, in the description section, you'll find the link to my Discord if you want to join Discord. But yeah, you'll be more than welcome to participate in the community challenges later throughout the year, though, because that's for everybody, and I do it through uploads on the channel. Yeah, Wolf, it looks like that last stream, actually a lot of my zones got destroyed. I don't know how, but I'm finding all kinds of zones, unless they're all solos. Well, I mean, I guess these would be solos, because the ones that I'm discovering are just single animals by themselves. So yeah, I guess it's just solos moving around the map. Either that or else a lot of my zones did get destroyed and then just been reshuffled for some reason. I didn't think there was anything that happened last multiplayer stream though. That we did on here. Oh, you're a YouTuber as well? Awesome. Do you do Call of the Wild stuff as well, or do you do other things? We have a couple of people on the channel that just recently started their own channel. I know that Colton Crane has opened up a small one for himself. I know that Wolf Boss it can be a creator at times, or maybe he is a creator. I don't know why I worded it that way. I haven't had time to really check out everybody's stuff like I've been wanting to. You killed a diamond pronghorn recently? Nice. I don't have a diamond pronghorn, but then again, I'm not really a free roamer. I'm mostly a grinder, so most of what I do is the great ones. So this year I am trying to branch out, though. I figured that was a spawn shot. But I am trying to branch out more this year and trying to get I have a free roam lodge that I just opened up, and I'm trying to get that place filled up with animals that are not great one species. I have another trophy lodge that's for the wonky animals, so like the goofy, crazy animals that I find during the grinds or just out in the wild, I'll put in there. And then I have a Great One Lodge for all the European Great Ones, and I have a Great One Lodge for all the North American ones. And then if they ever introduce multiple Great Ones to Africa, I'll try to make an Africa Lodge as well. Because I'd like to have all the related species like together in one spot if I could. I want to run this way. I guess I will. Yeah, that's right, Wolf. That was kind of the reason why I struggled to word that correctly, because I knew that you had just started, so I was trying to figure out how to put that. But yeah, I think that you and Colton are the two that's like really trying to do stuff. Which Colton kind of does things as he can, from what I've seen. And me, I'm more of a Call of the Wild streamer than I am a content creator, because I just don't have the creativity mindset to actually be able to create videos. But I do love the interaction with people, and I love the game itself. So I always all three days of the week I don't touch grinds at all until we stream again. Because every Great One grind I want to be able to have the Great One show up during stream. So that way everybody can be there for every single initial reaction for a Great One. So that's kind of my way I do my channel, is I make it very community driven. I don't grind unless I'm on stream, and and every trophy that I find off stream I always turn into shorts and put on my channel, which I've kind of leaned off of that recently, because I've wanted to like make videos that are like 4K and look a lot prettier than my standard definition of my shorts. But the shorts do perform a lot better on my channel than the videos did, so I'll probably go back to that format. The way that just happened down there in the feed, that was hilarious. Bruno Dry was defeated by gravity. Bruno Dry left the session. He literally died. He was literally died and buried. Oh goodness. He must have done that just to leave, but that's funny. The way that read. Dude, how do I have all these reindeer in one spot and none of them are males? Like all of these are females. Got about 3 minutes left, guys. Like I said, the stream hasn't been, usually our streams, the multiplayer streams do really well. Apparently everybody's kind of busy today and hasn't really been able to stop by the stream, so we're going to call it an hour early today. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. We still have our main multiplayer stream that we're doing at the end of the month. Every single month we have a multiplayer stream where I play with the community. I think this month we're going to make it a specialty stream where I'm going to it'll be just subscribers and people who can play PlayStation, obviously, and my mods. And we're all going to get together and go to Scotland as one final chance to get my haggis. And I'm going to try my best to max out the amount of people that can be on the map, but I'm only going to do it as people come, so that way we will make sure that only people I want is on the map. So, like I said, I'm really excited for that, but that will be my final attempt at the haggis. I am pretty sure that my haggis is bugged. I've put over 70 plus hours on my map and have never even spotted the thing. And I have hundreds of zones found, and my map is laggy as it can be. And I've never even laid eyes on my haggis. So I think I'm going to give it one more last-ditch effort at the end of the month this month with my whole community to see if we can find him. And if we don't find him, I'm going to go ahead and just say that he's bugged, and I'm just never going to hunt for him again. We'll still do multiplayer streams on the map, but every time we go on that map for multiplayer, I'll let everybody know, if you happen to find a haggis, please don't steal him from me. And if they do, then I will, because there's nothing I can do for it at that time, but that person will be reported and banned immediately, and they probably won't be able to join us ever again, because that would be extremely harsh of them, in my opinion. Which is one of the reasons why I'm only letting, like, trusted subscribers and mods on the map until I find mine. Once I've got my one haggis, if I'm able to find him, Once I've killed that haggis, I don't care what other haggises I lose. Like I'm fine if people steal my other ones. I just want this one because I put so much time into him. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and claim this links, and then afterwards I'm gonna have to close out of everything. My wife should be off work any second, and nobody's really wanting to join us today for the stream, unfortunately. So I'm gonna go ahead and have to call it. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's stream. Again, this is not our multiplayer stream. I just felt like playing with everybody today. So our main multiplayer stream will happen at the end of the month. Next week, we're going to continue our Great One grinding. We're also going to play Thomas and the Wonders of Sodor whenever that comes out next week, just for the nostalgia trip. If you guys want to be there, that's awesome. If not, I totally get it. I'm just really excited to see how they recreate my childhood. Recreate my childhood in today's graphics. But either way, I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace out, everybody. Have a good one.